Goodbyes are not forever, or not the end. It simply means I will miss you until we meet again. Uncle Abdullah was the box which I kept my secrets in. He always believed in my abilities to be a successful person. Uncle Abdullah was a lanky man with black hair. He looked like he was in his 50s. His eyes reminded me of an old barn door. He was a serious and wise man who taught me many things. This summer vacation, I traveled with my family and cousins to the United States of America. It was a lifelong dream, and I was surprised when I received my ticket in a small blue box. When my family and I arrived in America, I was jet-lagged but ready to hit the theme park. Our first stop was Orlando. We paid a visit for all the theme parks, including Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. Our next destination was Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and New York City. By that time, my uncle Abdullah traveled to Bangkok, the capital of Thailand, for healthcare reasons. Every midnight, Uncle Abdullah called me, and we spent all the night laughing and talking about Thailand and America. Uncle Abdullah wasn't just an uncle for me. He was my father too. When I felt sad, no one was able to draw my smile, except him. We arrived back home before my orientation week started at Texas A&M University. I was excited to start this week. My new journey began on the 17th of August, since it was both my birthday date and the first day at the university. That week was different. Despite being delighted to start my journey, I felt like something was bothering me inside without any reason. I was overthinking. At the first day at the university, approaching lecture hall 238, I received a WhatsApp message from my cousin. It was a photo of my uncle Abdullah laying on the hospital bed, and she wrote that he passed away. I put my hands on my mouth, tears were streaming down my cheeks, and nothing held me to stand anymore. My father came. My father came immediately to take me to my uncle's house. I entered his house, silence everywhere. I was looking around, searching for my mother. Yeah, she was there. I hugged her tight, and tears spilled from my eyes. Uncle Abdullah's sounds, face expressions, the way he talked, all of these memories were covering my head. Flashbacks hard. Uncle Abdullah came back home, but this time he was covered with white cloth, with no expressions on his face. He wasn't standing there, opening his warm arms and waiting for me to hug him tight. I didn't hear his voice. Even his smile had disappeared. Men came and took him to the cemetery. Everything became black. The moon passed from the sight, and the stars stopped shining anymore. It was my last goodbye. Days passed, and still I cannot believe the news of his death. My birthday this year wasn't like the previous years. I turned 18 while my uncle was holding his last breath. Sometimes the only thing left to do is to let it go, even if it is the hardest thing to do. If seeing my uncle again is something impossible, I will make it possible while dreaming.